Hi Sheridan and U of T team, my name is Emma Coulson and as of September I'm going to be 18 years old. I currently have a GPA of 86 at the Bishop Strachan School, or BSS for short. I'm originally from Barrie, Ontario, but I just moved to Toronto 4 years ago. Why did you apply to Sheridan College Theatre and Drama Studies program? I applied because I love theatre. I live and breathe it every single day. I don't see myself doing anything else. I can't imagine myself putting myself into a different industry. I love it. I also have friends who are students both at Sheridan and U of T, and they both love it. I have talked to multiple people, and it's always good for students to love the courses they're taking, so that was a good positive for me. I also love the location for U of T's building, and same with Sheridan. Even Mississauga is fantastic, but I'm always downtown, so U of T is a great spot for me. I just love everything around it. For professional theater productions I've seen Hadestown, Beetlejuice, Oklahoma, and I saw the Rockettes show for the Christmas special in the past few months. For community theater, I've seen Bravo Academy's Anne and Gilbert, which was here in Toronto. And for student productions, I've seen a few. So at UCC, which is my brother's school, I've seen Into the Woods and Lord of the Flies recently. I went to Camp Manitou for 2 years, and I saw Mary Poppins and 13, both amazing shows. And at my own school at BSS, I saw Macefield and Goodnight Desdemona, Good Morning Juliet, both fantastic. For plays and books on theater that I've read in the past year, I've read Stop Kiss, Dear Evan Hansen, and The Crucible. They're all script versions, but I hope to read way more soon. For what I'd like to be doing the past 5 years from now, I'd like to be working on a show, on or off stage, does not matter, on some sort of production that means a whole lot to me and makes an impact to other people. I want every single piece of work I do to influence and create and provoke ideas for people coming to see the show. That's essentially my goal. End goal for every single thing I'll do. And same deal from 10 years from now. It's going to be, I want something that makes a statement and matters to people. I'm currently still in high school, so that doesn't work. For film and television, I did a movie called Country Crush a few years ago. I was an extra, which was really fun. The highlight of my theatrical experience so far, definitely I have 2 points. I have creating relationships with the people around me because they're doing what I love, and vice versa. I'm doing what they love. And if we connect on that level, it's so important to keep and maintain that relationship. It creates a family. Theater creates a family, and that's the bottom line. And my other highlight was that I get to find myself within each character I get to play. And as silly as that sounds, or maybe not, maybe you think I'm completely being reasonable, every single character I played has taught me something. Every single character, including all those ensemble roles when I was like 10 years old, 11 years old, playing like a villager in like Beauty and the Beast, or like whatever. And especially with my higher roles, I've learned so many new lessons along the way, and it's been fantastic. My favorite actor or actress, I don't really have a favorite, but definitely somebody I look up to is Ben Platt. I really appreciate every single thing I've seen online of him doing. I haven't got to see him live. Actually, it's a lie. I saw him in concert. His concert was amazing. But every single thing I've seen him do is so authentic and true to himself, and I really appreciate that. Okay. For my high school courses in theater arts, I have done drama since grade 9 up till now. In grade 9, I started my grade 10 drama course, and right now I'm currently in the grade 12 extension course. So there's that, and I've also done my school musicals, of course. Other training in arts, I've worked on lighting for various school shows using the ETC Ion console. I've also done Bravo Academy shows. I was with them for a couple years, so I did like 13 and On the Town and Beauty and the Beast. I can't remember. For training in dance or music, I took 5 years of vocal lessons, and I actually stopped a few years ago because I had to move cities, so I wasn't able to make them anymore. I also take vocals at school, so I took vocals 2 years ago and I'm still taking it now, and I also took dance last year and this year at my school. In the past few years, I've played Scaramouche and We Will Rock You, Sophie Sheridan and Mamma Mia, and ensemble/girl in On the Town, which is actually one of my favorite roles just because it was very fun. It's a very wacky show. It's very exciting. For other production functions I've filled, I did lighting design for various dance and drama showcases at my school. Just lots of different variety of stuff. For Goodnight Desdemona, Good Morning Juliet at BSS, I did all the makeup and stuff, which was pretty exciting. I got to meet a few new people that way, which is also really fun. And for We Will Rock You, actually, yes, I did play Scaramouche, but I also got to do a lot more than just be an actor, which is cool for my last kickoff year in the creative process. So I was an actor, obviously. I did makeup for other people and myself. I did a couple costume selections, couple pieces. I chose my actual entire costume, which I thought was really fun. And I got to direct a couple scenes. So there was times when our director couldn't make it. We did have a teacher supervisor, but there wasn't that many people able to like direct a scene at the time. So I took over, and I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, I hope so. And other schools I've applied to. I've applied to Juilliard's drama program, NYU's musical theater program, Ryerson's acting, Ryerson's creative industries, U of T humanities, and Sheridan MT. Thanks so much. Okay, bye. I think not I love him, though I ask for him. 'Tis but a peevish boy, and yet he talks well. But what care I for words? Yet words do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear. It is a pretty youth. Not very pretty, but sure, he's proud, and yet his pride becomes him. He'll make a proper man. The best thing in him is his complexion, and faster than his tongue did make a fence, his eye did clean it up. He's not very tall, yet for his years he's tall. His leg is so-so, yet 'tis well. There be a pretty redness in his lip, a little riper and more lusty red than that in his cheek. 'Twas just the difference betwixt the constant red and mingled damask. There be some women, Silvius, had they marked him in parcels as I did, would have nearly fallen in love with him. Ha! But for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not. And yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. For what he had to do to chide at me. He said mine eyes were black, and my hair black, and now I remembered, scorned at me. I marvel why I again not answered. But that's all one. Omittance is no quittance. I'll write him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it. Wilt thou, Silvius? Because we were kissing. It's the first time. We didn't know he was there. Till he said something. Hey, save some of that for me. Sarah told him to leave us alone. Please. But then he offered to pay us. He said he'd give us $50 if we went to a motel with him and just let him watch. He said if we could dry hump or whatever it is we like to do, turns him on just to see it. I grabbed her arm and started walking away. He came after us and called us fucking dykes. Pussy-eating dykes. Sarah told him to fuck off. Couldn't believe. Came up behind her and punched her in the back and grabbed her and pulled her away. I yelled for someone to call the police. He grabbed her and pushed her against the side of the building and started banging her head against the building. I told her to watch her cunt-licking mouth. But he had his hand over her jaw. She couldn't. She just kept making these mangled. She was trying to breathe. I came up behind him and grabbed his hair, and he turned around and punched me in the stomach. I threw up, but got on him, and Sarah tried to get away, but he grabbed her and started banging her head again against his knee. I tried to hold his arms back, but he was stronger, and he knocked her out. He started pushing me to the ground, started kicking me. Someone yelled something. Cops are coming. And then he took off in the opposite direction. West. He was limping. He hurt his knee. That's what happened. pretend I'm something other than this mess that